What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting a round 3 game. This is League of Dota Season 2, week number 1. It's going to be between European Love Story, but they're... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh my god, Yules, it stands for European Love Story. Oh my god, that's brilliant. I thought it was Yules like the scepter, you know, like the guy. But it actually stands for European Love Story. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, I did not see that one coming. But it's going to be between them on the Radiant and Regaringen. Probably butchered that, but hey, if you don't want me to butcher your name, you probably shouldn't take a name that's butchered, which, by the way, their names look pretty hard. I'll pronounce them later when that's actually a problem. It's going to be between the European Love Story, Yules, and Regaringen. Not going to remember that either. It's too much. It's just too much, guys. On the Dire. League of Dota Season 2, Episode 01. And this time we are sponsored. It is going to be sponsored by eGamingBets.com. You get to go there, place bets on Dota, and then hopefully not get your bets thrown out because someone, next case, is going to throw their game after picking up 4 melee strength heroes. But yeah, be sure to check them out. Be sure to support them because they're supporting us. And then if we get a never-ending loop of support, we could solve all the world's problems. But we have heroes in the draft right now, and well, not surprisingly, it's going to be Alchemist as the first pick. Elder Titan's still in the pool, by the way, but Crystal Maiden is going to be the higher priority, and wow, Bane is also going to be a really high priority for Regaringen. And usually you don't see Bane being picked up this high. Usually, as far as supports go, you want the Visage, you want the Venomancer, you want the Crystal Maiden. Not so much the Bane. I mean, we saw a couple of Vengeful Spirits earlier being picked up pretty highly, but Bane is fairly interchangeable. Now, I think what European Love Story would want to do is to just instantly, for their first ban, or I guess their third ban, just kick out the Priestess, kick out Mirana. You don't want to deal with that Nightmare Arrow shenanigans. It's just unnecessary trouble that really you don't want to worry about. You shouldn't have to worry about. You're not going to worry about. And Invoker, wow. Yules. They're going to pick up the Invoker, and Invoker, you could usually wait till the 5th pick to pick up Invoker. No one's going to ban out Invoker. Unless they actually ban out all the other mid lane heroes as well, but yeah, it's like, oh, they want a mid lane hero? We're going to ban out the DK. We're going to ban out the TA in certain situations. Puck, Queen, and Pain in almost all situations. Storm Spirit even. But Invoker usually gets through, and, well, we get to see an Invoker. I love Invoker. I really do. Because Sunstrikes, they're like always the clutchest of spells. So hard to hit, but when they do, burn the enemies with the power of the sun. They'll have the Alchemist stun, at the very least, to set up. Your Yules will also, of course, want to pick up another support hero with some sort of disable. Vengeful Spirit might not be too bad, though. I think Venomancer would be a little bit better. Gale, though not necessarily a full-on disable, is usually more than enough to set up a Sunstrike because they're moving at a snail's pace. But Regaringen, and oh, there you go. Instantly kicking out the Mirana. Nothing going to happen there. And then at that point, well, Bane is still a pretty good hero. And effectively, I mean, when you pick Bane, you dare your enemies to go for Lifestealer or anyone with Magic Immunity, because Fiend's Grip as well as Enfeeble, that stuff is very, very annoying, and you never really want to deal with that. But the Bane on the battlefield on their team, I mean, Bane and Lifestealer, that works well as also. Just because Nightmare into Walk Up right next to them into Open Wounds is okay to initiate. But really, Bane CM, they don't really have anything in common if they don't have a really good third hero to tie them together. Ordinarily, that hero would be Mirana, because you Nightmare them, you arrow them, then after the arrow stun is done, or you Frostbite to Nightmare or whatever, you have extra spells on top of that, and then that's pretty much 100% of the time a kill, as long as you land that arrow. There's not many other heroes that could replace that, though, just because Mirana's arrow is such a niche skill that you can't easily swap it out for something else. And I guess you can, like a Sven or something like that, but it's definitely not the same impact. By the way, Lifestealer is going to be banned out, so there's going to be no Nightmare into Walk Up into Open Wounds initiation, at least not in this game. And Regaringen. Well, they banned out the Visage. Yules still looking for another support hero. I think a Venomancer ban is warranted. Because really, I mean, the mid lane heroes there, a potential support / carry hero, there's really not much to go off of these second rounds of bans, except for if you're Regaringen and you show your hand in the Bane. what do they want to ban out right now? It's going to be Lich. Not a bad ban out as well. Functionally similar to the Venomancer in that Frost Blast brings them to a really slow crawl, and then Sunstrike is easier. I personally favor the Venomancer just a little bit more. I feel like he's more aggressive, and Mega Engine. We're going to go with the Gyrocopter. Nightmare into Rocket Barrage isn't terrible either, especially when they have the CM to add that additional layer of disable so that they don't just walk out of the Rocket Barrage. But Yule's going to go with the Enchantress as well, so looks like they're going to go for pretty early aggression. The Enchantress, if she gets a Troll Net, we'll be able to set up an Invoker Sunstrike, but outside of that, it's going to be pretty hard. It's going to be purely that Alchemist stun, which is very possible, just a little bit. Usually want to hedge your bets on someone else as well. I mean, you might as well just get more disable to land that Sunstrike instead of fly with as little as you can.
10 seconds.
But Enchantress is going to give Yules a little bit more power in the early game. Push down those towers as quickly as they can. And then once the Invoker gets his 4 Quas, 4 Sword up, you have those Forged Spirits in the mix. Yules could be looking at a really large zoo. Though Mega Engine with the Gyrocopter pickup already have a tool to deal with that, as well as Crystal Maiden Nova. I mean, you see a whole bunch of things coming down, you turn on your flat cannon, call down a missile, easy peasy. Mega Engine, they still need their mid lane hero. They know it's going to be against the Invoker, and a Silencer is actually going to be the pick. Is that a mid lane Silencer? Is that what I'm seeing right now? I mean, OD is in the pool, guys. I'm just saying. OD is pretty good. He's pretty damn good, especially once he's up against an Invoker. The Invoker has all the intelligence of the world, usually. Suddenly he does not. And I don't really know how much I like the Silencer pick. Bristleback can be the 4th pick, so Yule's going to get a lot of power on the front lines. I don't really respect Silencer too much as a hero. Global Silence can be devastating in certain situations. In other situations, it does literally nothing. And in lane, I mean, he is a decent mid lane hero. Invoker isn't the strongest mid lane hero, though. Curse of the Silence will be annoying to the Invoker. I don't think I'm pretty sure the orbs don't do anything to interact with that. Last Word will be okay. I guess you could force out Cold Snaps and stuff, but Invoker's usually fine with doing that. He'll lay down a Sunstrike, he'll lay down a Cold Snap somewhere. Especially with the change to the Invoke where you get 2 spells off the bat, Silencer's spells aren't really going to stick for very long on the Invoker. It'll be free nuke damage, yes, but Invoker's not really going to be burnt down too much by Curse. His Last Word, he won't be disarmed by Last Word if he really wants to, and then that's going to be that. But yeah, I don't see them putting Bane or CM in the mid lane, so it's got to be Silencer mid. Mega Engine looking for a big team fight lineup maybe.
10 seconds.
If they go for something like an offlane Tide, that would maybe make a little bit more sense, but hell, offlane Tide, he's not going to have a fun time at all. They rarely do. Yeah, maybe they're just going for giant amounts of team fight. I mean, that's a thing. It's a very old thing. Maybe, no, it has to be someone on the offlane. A Clockwork, maybe I'm just harping on Clockwork too much. Clockwork wouldn't be too bad for some initiation. You hook shot in, you global silence. That's a good start to a team fight. Though unfortunately not this game. Clockwork banned out by Yules. And Mega Engine. What are they looking for now? Offlane, Windranger. Well, the safe lane from Yules, the bottom lane, not looking too scary. Enchantress, you have to watch out for her rotations, but there's not much constant pressure. Alchemist, Enchantress, one other hero, possibly support, which Rubik banned out from Mega Engine. Could be a hero that... Okay, Darkseer is off lane, that's completely fine. More team fight, makes sense as well. Good substitute for... I think Clockwork is probably what they wanted to pick up, but they're going to go for the Darkseer instead. They're going for big team fight. If they line up all their ultimates, they'll be able to wipe European Love Story. However, if they don't completely wipe them, then they're screwed because they don't have their ultimates to fight. They'll have the call down, which is pretty good, but it's not exactly game ending like a global silence. A good global silence can win you the game.
5 seconds
And Yules,
remaining.
it's either going to be a support, maybe another carry. Mid lane from Mega Engine, very soft hero in the silencer, so they might want to shift that Alchemist over to that support role. Get someone who could function versus the Darkseer 1v1. Not many heroes that could do that though. Darkseer is still a really supreme hero in the lane. And Luna won't be too bad. Gyrocopter out. Anti-Mage. There's 4 intelligence heroes. 4 mages, might as well go anti them. Or something wild. Something like a centaur. I want to see a centaur. Please? Death Prophet. Alright, well that's going to shift the Invoker to a side lane, I think. Because Invoker... Well... Death Prophet and Invoker are both going to be taking solo lanes. Bristleback probably going to be handling a lane by himself. Alchemist, as well as Enchantress, going to be supporting. That much is for sure. Where the Death Prophet and Invoker go, I don't think it matters all too much. They're in lane about the same power level, in my opinion. I think, probably just Invoker goes to the bottom lane. You can still get those Sun Strikes off, and you'll be fine. But we'll see how they gear up. Yeah, this is not a mid... it might be a mid lane Invoker. I don't know. They're pretty much going for the exact same build, so there's not much to tell from that. But either way, we have ourselves a game, guys. Yules versus Reg. I'm just going to call them that because it's easier. On the Yule side, Bale is going to be on the Enchantress, prancing up towards the top lane for now. Sylvos is going to be on the support Alchemist, following through as well. Early boots. This is a super aggressive Alchemist starting build. We have Teddy going to be on the mid lane Invoker, McGraw on the Bristleback, and Eunice is going to be on the Death Prophet. On the Reg side, we have Fristcat. What the hell is this? What? Okay, Reg. Okay, whatever you say. That is amazing. Holy crap, that's awesome. By far, the best banner I've ever seen. The best banner I used to have seen, like before this game, was Ublis when they had the lion pick, which was like a giant picture of Lion's face. But this takes the cake so very easily. Okay. We have other heroes. We have Hormo Slayer. Okay, close to something that I wouldn't want to say, but that's fine. Mystical is going to be on the Bane. Ruko is on the Crystal Maiden, and Frigg. Hey, whatever you guys want. I mean, they're your names, but shit, they don't make much sense to me. That's fine. That's fine, because they have the best banner in all of Dota ever. Yules, where is your banner? You don't have something like this. Not even close. It's going to be the Silencer mid lane, opening up with Glaives of Wisdom, actually. You don't need that for the insta-steal anymore, but he could start laying down the pressure on Invoker. So we'll see how this lane actually shapes up. I've never seen a Silencer... I don't think I've ever seen a Silencer mid. Maybe like once or twice in a pro game that I've actually casted, at least. So I don't really know how well he works in lane. McGraw in a little bit of trouble. Rocket Barrage going to follow after the Frostbite. They're going to let the Nightmare damage take as much as possible. There's the guns. Pew, 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 pew. McGraw going to go down very, very easily. That's the power of Nightmare, which actually does really good damage at level 1. Like 80 damage at level 1 is not bad at all, especially when it's there for the entire duration. Of course, you have Rocket Barrage, which is so much more damage at level 1, and then Crystal Maiden Frostbite, also a really good level 1 spell. So Bristleback right off the bat is going to die, and as promised, I do not miss First Blood, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never missed a First Blood in my life. But yeah, top lane gonna go for the Reg side, and we also see Ruko showing his face a little bit as well. There's nothing much a Silencer can do to contribute to this. He doesn't have any form of disable, just has pure damage. So they're gonna get a kill on this Invoker. They're gonna need a little bit more, and now Frostcat. Oh, this is not where you want to be right now. Stun's being charged up. Net, you're not going nowheres. There's the stun. Where's the nuke from the Death Prophet? There it is, but Enchantress gonna secure that as before anything else. Death Prophet will get the assist, though. A little bit of money experience to the Death Prophet, most importantly. And Yule strike back with their own kill after having lost one in the top lane. McGraw is going to be a little bit more careful, though, as he gets to a couple more levels. That Bristleback really going to help him out, though. Nightmare, actually not going to help him out that much at all. Mostly because Nightmare gives you all the time in the world to get in front of the Bristleback, and then Gyrocopter could just do that instead of shooting his back with the rockets. So Bristleback not going to be too much value. Bristleback the skill not going to be too much value. And now Hormo Slayer going to go strong onto Teddy, maxing out Glaives of Wisdom. Look at that damage. That last word will not be enough to kill off the Invoker, but still, it will do a shit ton. Wow, he popped a salve for that as well. That was overkill. That was so overkill. He doesn't have any quas either, so he's going to be actually roughed up pretty bad from this. And Hormo Slayer acting as a pseudo Viper in this particular situation. If he was a Viper, that would be to kill on the Invoker, like almost for sure. But with the Glaives of Wisdom and the mana pool to support it, he's going to be fine to harass this Invoker out of lane. But if this happens, then it really shouldn't matter. Sylvos is going to come in, whomp him once. Oh, no, just the stun and the Sunstrike as well. He's not even moving. He was like frozen in place. maybe that was the Unstable Concoction and the Frostbite and the Cold Snap acting weird. Usually they go back to their idle animation, but he was like mid-animation there, and he's just frozen and dead. But Silencer, as I said before, very, very soft, very, very easy hero to kill, and you can see why. He just got absolutely demolished there. Level 1 Cold Snap, level 2 Sunstrike. Easy, easy kills for the roaming party of the Enchantress as well as the Alchemist. Those boots, not really necessary there, but still working out for him nonetheless. And now Frostcat. This might be an episode that we've seen already. Oh, I've seen this episode. I know how it ends. There's the Surge. This time, it's not going to get him anywhere. Stun's being charged, Stun's thrown, Centaur Stomp, and Death Prophet. Darkseer once again getting caught out a little bit too out of position. He really needs some vision in this area right here. But that's going to be Yules taking an early 3-1 lead. Getting a lot of space, a lot of levels for this Death Prophet, and Teddy as well. Not even offering his assistance with that Sunstrike. It would have definitely landed. There's no way it would have missed. But either way, it would have possibly given him a little bit more gold. But that's fine if it didn't, because Death Prophet getting levels, getting experience is just as good. And Yules with this Death Prophet pick, they could push really, really hard combined with this Enchantress, especially if they keep getting the kills that they're getting. It's a lot easier to push when there's no heroes on the other side of the lane. So Yules looking pretty good, as long as Eunice continues to get his farm going. And he's, well, doing the best, so I guess you can't really say he's doing poorly at all. Once he gets to level 7, I think they're going to start to look towards his tower, so they could even look towards it a little bit sooner, assuming that the Enchantress has a good creep. Direwolf, or Alpha Wolf rather, not really the best. The damage is nice, but doesn't affect the spirits, which is unfortunate. But they're just going to go for a little bit of pressure. They actually have level 6 Exorcism. Ion Shell will push back the wave just a little bit, but they could go for this in theory. It probably won't get the tower. Yeah, it definitely won't get the tower, but they'll push some damage anyway. Might as well just push as much free damage as you can. And they're going to throw a stun as well. Oh, this is going to be a kill. Sunstrike, kaboom, baby. And then someone's teleporting in. They might go for Bale. Mystical will get the Nightmare onto this poor little horse. She's going to heal just a little bit more thanks to the Spirit. Silvos is right behind him. And the wasted TP from Mystical doing absolutely nothing. Spirits as well as right clicks from Eunice. Gonna push that Bane back even further. Mystical has got to be a little bit careful, though. Not much mana on this Death Prophet due to no Arcane Boots. Instead, going for Phase Boots. I personally like Arcane Boots a little bit better, but Phase Boots is also really good. And the tower will not be brought down as promised, but still taking a lot of damage. And now Silvos and Bale instantly smoked up. And oh, Silencer, don't go up there. Don't go up there. Oh, he's dead. It's all over. There's the shake up and the throw. And it's good! Sunstrike, kaboom! Spear him with an Enchantress thing, or hit him with orbs. And it's another kill going for Yules. Bale as well as Silvos doing work around the map. Really, Silencer should have seen that one coming. I guess he thought this ward would keep him safe, which usually you can rely on that, but Smoke, that's exactly what Smoke is for. It's going to be yet another death to the Silencer. He was doing well in lane, but now Invoker, with the points of Exort that he has, actually going to go for a fast mech. Didn't really expect that at all. Teddy going to go strong with the Mystical. Brain Sap going to keep him up, though. And Invoker will be forced to back off for now. But yeah, the damage that the Silencer was doing to Teddy, although it was high, really can't compete with an Exort where Invoker is shooting that kind of damage off at every single time. Level 4 Exort, almost level 4. He's going to start working towards level 4 in that quest, get those double Forge Spirits up almost certainly. And at that point, the Silencer, though he's doing some pretty good damage, 71, about 100. Invoker with maxed out Quas doing a little bit, maxed out Exort, with all the Exort runes above him, is going to be doing that much more. So the orbs from Invoker going to let him continue dominating this lane as far as the CS goes. Factor in the Enchantress and Alchemist roaming parties that are still wreaking havoc. 005, 202 on the Alchemist and Enchantress respectively. And Reg, they're just going to have to wait it out and try to get their team fight going for later. But Yules, this is like the most aggressive thing that you could do with the Invoker, is go for a mechanism. Because usually you see Force Stabs, usually you see Hands of Midas. You go for the mech early when you want to fight. And usually you go for the mech early when you want to fight, and it's on the Enchantress. But she's going to be the one going for Hand of Midas. Instead, Teddy, that's kind of weird. Never really expect that. Oh, McGraw gonna take a missile straight to the face, and the stun's gonna come through in tower range. Sunstrike as well, or Frigg will dodge that out, but the acid is gonna burn him down, and Bane dies as well. Silvos gonna clean up 2 more assists. Poor guy can't get a single kill at all, but he's gonna chase down Ruko. Run, CM, run! Oh, you don't want to hide there. That's not where you want to go. Chop. Nope, no chop. Just throwing the potion. Eat, nom nom nom. All the way through the trees, and 3 down on the top side. McGraw didn't even die. He slipped out of there as Silvos coming in, just like Superman, to save the day. And Silencer Sunstrike will just barely miss by turning around for that last word. He saved himself a death. Yeah, that would have... actually, I think that would have not killed him. Would have been really close. By the way, Teddy's going to be warded off. Missile going to come in. Not going to bother him too much. Yeah, level 1 missile does nothing, especially with all those Quas runes active. I call them runes, I call them orbs. Not really sure what I should be calling them. They're definitely not runes. I mean, these things are runes. I guess orbs is probably the best way to call them. By the way, 8-1. Yules cashing in on ganks constantly. I don't think they should have any smokes left. Oh, they definitely don't. They have 1 restocking soon, but still, Alchemist getting the arcane boots, getting a kill for him finally. 7 assists. You'd think the guy would be able to get 1 last hit by now. And Eunice with level 3 in that Witchcraft and just enough mana to pop Exorcism. They could try to go for a kill on this Darkseer, and Darkseer, if he doesn't see this, well, he's going to see this coming. Okay, that's not going to happen. The on-shells flowing down the lane, it's going to be very difficult to push that lane. But Tormo Slayer on the mid lane, Teddy really doing his job, pushing that Invoker, pushing that Silencer out of the lane, and no mana for the Sunstrike either. So Silencer's going to be just safe walking back, but still having to base off of nothing but 1 hero. That's pretty bad. He's losing a lot of experience, a lot of levels off of this. Going for a lot of Glaives of Wisdom, I think it probably would have been, I don't know. I mean, you just say that one more point in the last word would be better, which I think it would be, but really the difference is marginal, if anything at all. And Teddy can secure a tower by himself. Ruko thinking of jumping in here, fortification, as well as Bane around. But the Invoker is long gone, and it's going to be on the bottom lane. Silvos going to throw a stun onto Frostcat. Silence is there. Centaurs will not be able to stomp. That silence is completely global, but the tower has been destroyed. Death Prophet going to secure that kill. And 2,900 Gs. Mystic Staff? No. Just a Bloodstone. That's fine, too. Not really too sure how I like Bloodstone and Death Prophet, but hell, more health is always a good thing. Using that Exorcism to finally bring down that tower, which was pretty weak before. Silvos. Oh, this is actually could be his death. That's a lot of damage, and go Frostcat. Nope. Silvos is going to be Surge. The great race is on. Run, Silvos, run. You have another stun. Shake it down as much as you can and throw it. Throw it. There you go. He's fine. Ruko is going to get the Nova off. Silvos might not be fine just yet, but here comes Teddy. It was a trap the entire time. Cold Snap into right clicks. Ruko going to go down. Teddy finding that kill. And Silvos going to pop his ultimate one more time. He's going to be back in full health in a moment. And they're going to go right back to this bottom lane. Teddy going to get Nightmared up. Call down. Kaboom. Teddy's taking a huge amount of damage. Missile's going to follow through as well. More right clicks are needed. Teddy will mech up in time. Silvos going to charge up another stun. Going to throw it and catch 2. Mystical in a lot of trouble, though it looks like Frostcat in even more trouble. It's going to be another 2 kills for the Yule side. Sunstrike. Ooh, oh, perfect on the mark. What a Sunstrike from Teddy. Red Bane like a book, and Teddy cashes in yet again. They're going to keep on going. Meantime, Bristleback, he's playing his own thing. He's playing PvE, but he's winning at PvE because the rest of his team is winning at PvP. They're going to take down this tier 2 tower, and all of a sudden, Reg, they are going to lose so much. They've already lost 1 tower in this, and Eunice actually going to go for a Rod of Atos. Kind of interesting choice. Usually Yule Scepter is the choice, but hell, whatever works, right? When you have this much of an advantage, get anything you want. Tower gonna go down, and Yules with supreme early mid game with Silvos as well as Bale. You gotta say, Silvos playing like a madman, Bale playing like a madman as well. And then, you know, they're setting up everything for the rest of the team to follow up, and really there's nothing that Red could do to actually combat this. They're gonna lose their mid tier 1 tower. That's pretty much a given. And once then, I mean, their Gyrocopter's gonna go for BKB. But he got a Nightmare into a call down on the Invoker, and they couldn't even bring him down. McGraw, he doesn't give a crap. He's a Vanguard. He's tanky as hell. And oh, Mystical gonna get Cold Snap, stunned up. Oh my god, the damage. Silence a little bit too late. McGraw gonna get vacuumed back into the wall. The bristleback doing work for him, and he will die. He'll live. He's living with the Enchantress Spirits. It's gonna be Silvos finding a kill on the top side. Homer Slayer in a little bit of trouble. The wall will deter them from pushing. Eunice getting hit with that last word. But the maxed out Witchcraft level 1 on that ultimate. This tower is gonna drop. Slow into Hormo Slayer. And the chip damage will continue. Killing off that homing missile, easy peasy, and the damage will continue to flow. No call down is here. Teddy gonna get last worded up. Not too big of a deal. Can't believe McGraw actually lived through all that. Tower slowly but surely dropping. Fiend's grip onto Silvos. Not really too sure what he's doing up here. Didn't even realize someone would be up there. Another first 2 intelligence stolen by Silencer from that. Silvos kind of being a little bit too over aggressive, but that's gonna be a tier 2 tower regardless. They're gonna keep going actually. Teddy gonna get vacuumed back. Frostbite though missing. Oh, that would have been a kill almost for. No, he has a mech. He's probably gonna be fine. Mystical. Again, another nightmare on McGraw, and McGraw is in a ton of trouble right now. Bristleback do work. Go 40% damage reduction. It's actually gonna Eunice, who's in even more trouble. The Rod of Atos, letting her be tanky enough to slip away, and now we're Frigg. He's gonna get right clicked down by the Invoker. He's gonna go down. Enfeeble on the Invoker, not enough to shut down his huge damage with level 4 Exhort and all of those Exhort. Oh! Death Prophet died. What? That was a missile. That was a level 1 missile. What the hell happened? Okay, I saw the missile chasing after the Death Prophet. I'm like, there's no way that this will kill him. Now Frostcat, once again in a little bit of trouble. There's the huge damage. Sunstrike, kaboom! And Ruko, you're gonna get, well, not kabooms, but you're gonna die regardless. McGraw coming in for that kill as well. 18-3, this game is not looking like it's gonna go the distance. Tier 3 potential targets, or top tier 2, or Roshan. They have the acid, they have no medallion actually. Alchemist instead going for a fast Vlads, which is a pretty good choice. Necro units as well as Forge Spirits, and Invoker could pretty much do this by himself. The rest of the team just pushing out the lanes, pressuring the enemy team as much as they can. But Teddy with an alacrity on himself, burned through this Roshan pretty quickly, but here comes the reg side. They gotta go right now because Roshan's dropping awfully fast. This is your chance. Go in. Invoker has an Aegis, and now's not the time you want to go. Global Silence, gotta pop that shit right now. There's the Nightmare, and into a call down. Silvo's gonna get gripped up, and he will still live because of the mech. He's so tanky. He will die in the end, but here comes Eunice from the back, land a huge Crypt Swarm, and Frigg gonna go down. Mystical, he's gonna drop as well. It's 2 for 1 so far. Ruko is in the middle of no man's land. He's gonna drop as well. Horma Slayer, he's gonna live, and it looks like First Cat might get a courier pick. No, he's gonna need 3 more hits to kill off that. And Mystical calls GG. Frigg, they take the Aegis. They still have it as well. Invoker standing strong. And the GG has been called. Horma Slayer, will you live before your Ancient blows up? You will live. But 21-4, and you will steamroll past Reg. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to be moving on to possibly another game, round number 3 match, depending on what we have available, but probably a round number 4 match. Skull per minute on the side. That's the summary of the game right there. There's nothing more that needs to be said. MVP Alchemist, I think. Maybe Enchantress. They're pretty much doing the same thing. But either way, guys, thanks for watching. GG.